Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for the week of June 23, 2025. It shows Luna Nozawa Lisa Yamada kissing someone. Taylor Hayes Rebecca Budig proposes to Ridge Forrester Torsten K. Meanwhile, Nick Marone, Jack Wagner tries to sway Brooke's decision. The preview clip for next week begins with Ridge and Taylor, who are dining at a restaurant. Seated at a tiny two-person table, Taylor proposes. The brunette says that she wants Ridge to be her husband. Then, she pleads with the designer to tell her that he wants to get married too. The look on Ridge's face says it all. While he loves Taylor and is committed to her, he doesn't seem too eager to tie the knot. It's interesting that Taylor is proposing. Not too long ago, Ridge was the one moving really fast with Taylor. The two moved in together right away. And Ridge talked about them getting their own place. Ridge wanted to seal the deal quickly back then, but now that Nick is back pursuing Brooke, things seem to have changed. The look on Ridge's face is pain and awkwardness. If Ridge tells Taylor not right now, then that will tell her everything she needs to know. At the same time, I wonder if Taylor will go to extreme lengths to hang on to the man she wants over with Brooke. She gets another visit from Nick. It seems that Nick was spying on Ridge. The sailor reports some painful intel to Brooke, but it could also be just to sway her decision. Nick wants the blonde back, but knows she's fixated on Ridge. So, if Nick lets her know that Taylor proposed to Ridge, will she agree to leave with him? The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of June 23 reveal that Will Spencer Crew Morrow stops by Luna's apartment. Luna invites him in, and Will explains that he broke up with Electra Forrester Linnea Grace. Now, this is where the preview gets a bit outrageous, and how we know it must be Luna's fantasy. Will says that Electra just didn't excite him the way Luna does. Then, Will says he likes danger, and that's why he's there. Luna nuzzles his neck. Then the two passionately kiss. Los Angeles is heating up this week on The Bold and the Beautiful. And it's not just the sun over the Forrester creations rooftop. Love triangles become quadrangles. Secrets detonate like fireworks before the 4th of July. And one woman's desperate proposal throws the Forresters and Brooke into emotional chaos. Luna makes a bold move with unexpected consequences. Taylor's heart goes ooh-in on Ridge, and Nick Marone's return may not be as simple as it seems. Buckle up, because this week isn't just bold, it's explosive. Monday, June 23, Luna crosses the line and pays for it. Luna Nozawa has spent the last few weeks being torn in multiple emotional directions. Her remorse over the night she mistakenly slept with Zende still haunts her, even though she's come clean to RJ. But RJ's emotional withdrawal, despite his words of forgiveness, has left Luna feeling like a ghost in her own relationship. Enter Zende, still nursing his own heartbreak. He tells Luna that she deserves passion, not purgatory. RJ doesn't know what he's giving up, he says, his voice laced with pain. And perhaps manipulation. Luna, fragile and feeling unwanted, does something she never expected. She kisses Zedin. It's brief but electric and, unfortunately, witnessed. Steffi walks in just as the kiss breaks. Her mouth drops, but it's her silence that screams loudest. Luna's heart sinks. This isn't what it looks like, she stammers. But Steffi, arms crossed and jaw clenched, has already made up her mind. She leaves without a word to Luna, but she has plenty to say to RJ. Meanwhile, RJ finds himself in an awkward run-in with Hope, who picks up on his somber mood. Love is a battlefield, Hope muses, clearly drawing from her own drama with Thomas. RJ shrugs it off. But later, he gets a text from Steffi, "We need to talk now." Tuesday, June 24. Taylor drops a bombshell on Ridge and Brooke overhears. Taylor Hayes has been circling Ridge for months, caught between hope and history, watching Brooke parade around as the Destiny Queen has pushed Taylor to the brink. And this week, she snaps. Or rather, leaps. Over lunch at Il Giardino, Taylor takes a deep breath and tells Ridge, "I want to build a future with you. Not in theory, not as backup, but now. Marry me, Ridge." Ridge, stunned, almost chokes on his espresso. He's speechless. And things only grow more awkward when Brooke, seated 2 tables, overhears everything. The look on her face is pure disbelief and fury. Later that day, Ridge confronts Taylor. "I didn't expect that," he admits. Taylor lays it all on the line. "You say you love us both. Then choose the woman who's never betrayed you, who's never needed drama to feel alive. Choose me." Back at Forrester, Brooke slams her. Office door shut and vents to Hope, declaring Taylor's move desperate and pathetic. Hope, trying to play peacekeeper, says maybe Taylor just finally found her voice. Brooke, not having it, storms out with a vow. He's mine, always, has been. Wednesday, June 25. Nick delivers intel that rocks Ridge and Brooke. Nick Marone, back in LA and supposedly just visiting, stumbles into the lion's den with a folder that could change everything. After reconnecting briefly with Brooke and noticing her frazzled state, he arranges a private meeting with Ridge at the Forrester offices. What I'm about to show you could alter your perception of a few key people, Nick says, placing the folder on Ridge's desk. Inside, a background investigation Nick ran through his Marine contacts. It includes emails, suspicious payments, and personal accounts tied to someone deeply entrenched in Forrester's inner circle. The shocker, Zende has been in secret communication with someone in Monte Carlo, an international investor who once tried to sabotage Forrester Creations years ago. Ridge is dumbfounded. Zen's betrayal hits hard, especially after all the trust he extended during the Luna RJ scandal. If he's been feeding intel to competitors, Ridge trails off, rage simmering in his tone. Nick warns him not to jump to conclusions, but the damage may already be done. Ridge confronts Carter and asks him to start a discreet internal audit. If Zen's hiding something, they'll find it. Meanwhile, Nick casually drops by Brooke's office and gives her that classic rakish, Marone smile. I see the chaos hasn't changed, he jokes. Brooke chuckles, but her smile falters when he mentions Taylor. So she proposed to Ridge, huh? Ballsy move. You gonna let her win? Brooke's eyes narrow. She never wins. Thursday, June 26th. Steffi plays puppet master. RJ shatters Luna. Steffi decides it's time for RJ to know the truth about Luna Danfast. She tells him about the kiss she witnessed and paints a picture that leaves little room for interpretation. You deserve someone honest, not someone who runs to Zende the minute you look the other way. RJ storms over to confront Luna. Her attempts to explain about her feelings of rejection, confusion, and the briefness of the kiss fall on deaf ears. RJ, hurt and bitter, declares, "You're not the woman I thought you were." As he leaves, Luna collapses into tears, only to find comfort in the most unlikely person, Finn. At the Cliff House, Luna runs into him during a visit to Steffi, and he notices her distress. She opens up, and Finn, drawing on his psychiatric training, encourages her to find her center again. You're not broken, he says gently. You're human. Back at Forrester, Steffi smugly watches RJ throw himself into his work, seemingly vindicated in her crusade against Luna. But Hope walks in on Steffi, gloating, and asks a pointed question. You sure this is about protecting RJ, or keeping him away from a girl you can't control? Steffi glares. The question hits home more than she'd care to admit. Friday, June 27. Ridge responds to Taylor and Brooke explodes. Ridge finally gives Taylor her answer. After days of soul-searching and multiple run-ins with both women fighting over his heart, he invites Taylor to the beach house and tells her what she doesn't want to hear. I love you, but I can't marry you. Not right now. Taylor tries to hold it together, but the pain is etched across her face. Then it'll never be right, she says softly before walking out, leaving Ridge to stare at the waves with that classic tortured soul expression. Back at the Forrester mansion, Brooke arrives, having heard from Hope that Taylor left Ridge's place looking devastated. She wastes no time confronting him. You said you were done waffling, Ridge. You said it was me. Ridge tries to deflect, but Brooke demands transparency. If you even thought about saying yes to her, you don't deserve either of us. Meanwhile, Zende gets wind of Ridge's suspicion, and the audit Carter is launching. He tries to confront Ridge directly but is blocked by Nick, who steps in with a warning. Don't play games with Ridge. I taught him how to deal with sharks. And in one final Friday twist, Luna after everything walks into Zen's office. He turns, surprised. She speaks quietly but clearly. That kiss, it didn't mean what you think it did. I'm not ready to be with anyone right now. Zende, both hurt and relieved, nods. Then maybe we both need to find ourselves again. Luna walks out, pausing only to look up at a Forrester dress hanging in the hall. Her dreams, her love life, and her future, all uncertain. Luna's world crumbles as her one impulsive kiss unravels everything she built with RJ. Steffi sharpens her claws, determined to eliminate threats to the Forrester legacy is Ashley. Luna. Taylor's heart is broken again, and Brooke smells blood in the water. Nick's mysterious intel threatens to expose a darker side of Zende. Hope begins to see a new threat on the horizon. Not Taylor, Not Steffi but herself. Looking ahead, the fallout of Luna's actions will continue to ripple across the canvas. Brooke's fight for Ridge isn't over, she's just getting started. And Taylor? She may have walked away, but she's not done fighting either. With Nick now in the picture and Zen's motives under scrutiny, the battle lines are being redrawn, and Forrester Creations could be ground zero for emotional warfare. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.